Hello, people of the YouTubosphere. We are Awkward Academy, and today is our Awkward Audio, where we will be discussing the exciting topic of shows and movies that need sequels or continuations. My co-host today is Justin, also known as Reverend Schmitty.
And I will always be here.
Oh yeah. And then I am John, also known as Hooli, also known as Captain Virgin. So,
Also known as White Buffalo.
a lot of names there. So, I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with saying that the show that needs a continuation is Thundercats.
What? They've already made like a reboot of that, like for kids these days.
Mark that one off then. That's exactly what I thought we needed, and it's already there. Now to watch that. Okay. In that case, kicking off next with Spaceballs.
Yeah, that would be cool as hell, man. There were rumors going around last year when The Force Awakens came out.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks was making jokes about having a new Spaceballs come out to parody that one.
That was Spaceballs 3, The Quest for Spaceballs 2. Or The Search for Spaceballs 2.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, John Candy's dead, so... I imagine we might just have a whole brand new cast.
Yeah, well, actually, not just John Candy. The guy who played Lone Star is dead too.
Is he really? Damn.
Yep, I remember him as the dad from Casper, the Friendly Ghost.
Me too, but that doesn't mean I think he was dead.
Oh,
How'd he die?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
He's a celebrity, probably drug overdose. So,
Could be.
yeah. So for a Spaceballs sequel or trequel, questing for the sequel, I would say that'd be really interesting to actually like kick back up, because first off, Mel Brooks has been out of the game. He was doing shows in 2012, and that's like the last I've heard of him. And even then, the shows were extremely low key and also not like comedic. He was really stepping out in his directing. But I mean, he's alive and well, and apparently his sense of humor is still going strong. And I think it'd be awesome just to get him in on it, because like today's youth, the best shtick you get is like Haunted House, which is basically like Scary Movie 12. Or any of the new Scary Movies, which I also will not see.
I know Rick Moranis is still alive, but after his wife passed away years ago, he like kind of dropped out of acting.
Yeah, to take care of his kids, who are all now like old and moved out. So perfect, Rick Moranis, come back. Not that he necessarily has to be in it for...
It'd actually be really funny to have Darth Helmet looking for a successor, like Darth Vader looking for a Kylo Ren, like someone to worship him and emulate him, but nobody wants to because he sucks. Would be pretty funny. Yeah, that'd be cool as hell. That you don't get a lot of that kind of... I don't even know what to call it. Just Mel Brooks' sense of humor. It's just very different than what we get nowadays.
Yeah. I think it still has a place, though. In fact, I think it has more of a place now, because you don't get it anywhere. Like...
That, and I'm sure just being Mel Brooks coming back from however long, it would develop a cult following even if it was terrible. Is the guy that played Blinken still alive? Because I want him to show up.
God, I have no idea. Maybe.
What else you got?
Alright, next up, I have Support Your Local Sheriff, the classic Western. Okay? I'm not a fan of Westerns, not a Western guy. I thought Tombstone was okay. Sorry, everyone. Support Your Local Sheriff, though, was awesome. And because it wasn't, I guess, an unbelievable comedy, it was a funny comedy. But it was like, you know, serious-ish.
Which one's Support Your Local Sheriff?
A lone gunman walks into town, and the general from MASH is the mayor. And they have a problem where constantly, like, a mining company is just full of hooligans that are just shooting people and wrecking the town. And he comes in and through a series of wild and crazy antics slowly turns the town around. It was kind of like the Animal House of westerns.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, well, it was damn good. There's a part where he's like, well, he seems to know what he's doing, and the sheriff's like, I don't know what I would have done to give you that idea. And then he like drags a rope across the street and knocks a bunch of guys off the back of their horses. It's pretty great. In the very end, he straps a bad guy to the front of a cannon.
Makes sense. You're gonna kill somebody. Like, I was gonna do it. So my list, start things off. I'd love a sequel to Avatar, Last Airbender / Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra started off good, then it got not good. Like, the last season, halfway through, they took it off the air and moved it to internet only. So, that's kind of like your go-to. And in my head, what I want out of it, I think it'd be really cool if instead of having the big group of friends again, have two brothers. The older brother, who's a firebender, of course, because firebending is sexy. And then his younger brother turned out to be Avatar. And so it's like you've got this dichotomy between, you know, this kid is now going to be the Avatar, so he's going to be really powerful and all this stuff. But at the same time, he's still young, and his older brother's having to keep an eye on him and, like, you know, not let him get killed and stuff while he's learning to do all this stuff. Because even if the little one's the all-powerful Avatar, the older brother, you know, it's like he's the older brother, you know? He's not gonna, like, you're not gonna just let his brother die or something, you know?
Yeah, and it'd also be good if, like, the one who played the Avatar was more of the, like, tragic or slightly darker, like, hero as it goes. I can see that. Because, like, Zuko was an awesome good guy.
Zuko was my boy, man.
Because, like, when he switches good, he still gets, like, pissed and fights like a hard-ass motherfucker. That is what the, like, Avatar character should be. And then the typical, like, firebender older brother should be somewhat wizened, but still a hard-ass motherfucker.
I actually saw it as the exact opposite.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I saw it as, like, they had a normal life. They find out the little brother's the Avatar. Things are cool for a while, and then whatever big enemy shows up, you know, the anti-Avatar people, whatever, like, they have to uproot, forget that life, and leave. So, like, the older brother, I figured, like, you know, he loves his little brother, but in the back of his mind, there's resentment there. And I figured he would be the one, you know, he's going through all this crap, trying to protect the younger one. He's going to be the one that gets darkened and bitter, while the younger one is just trying to accept what he has to do, you know. That's how I saw it.
Maybe I was trying too hard to escape the trope.
It's more realistic this way. Next on the list, Gravity Falls. So, this guy's watched it, but he's never finished it. I don't know how he quit, because for me, I was just like, oh my god.
I got to the D20 episode.
D20? You mean the D Infinity? With infinity sides? It only ran for 2 seasons. Didn't get canceled. They actually had a very set, specific ending. And that's cool. You don't really get that, like, these days. They usually just run it into the ground.
Yeah.
But now, like, because they did do that and they finished the arc, and the creator has actually gone off to Fox to make a new cartoon, Disney definitely owns the rights to it. And I want them to make a sequel, but I don't want them to make a sequel just for the sake of making a sequel.
In a Disney-like fashion.
Yeah.
Shall we see Mulan 3?
I never saw that.
Nor did I.
I didn't even know that existed. I knew there was a 2.
I've never seen Mulan 2 either. I didn't actually know there's a 3.
Oh, I know there's a 2, and it's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
And there's Aladdin 12.
But, Gravity Falls, you know, they had so many unanswered secrets and all kinds of stuff that was only answered in the books that you could buy afterwards, or just never answered. And such a big universe they made with different dimensions and alternate realities and going back and forward in time, that I think it'd be really easy, even with brand new characters, or going back to the same character, just older, because it ended on their 13th birthday. I I think it's gonna be super easy to do. There's so much there already. Wasted opportunity not to. My idea for it, in fact, was because it ends with Stan and his brother going off on their boat to be like treasure hunters. And I imagine them going missing. And then Mabel and Dipper, now older, like, I don't know, high school age or so, come back to Gravity Falls, find out they're missing, and they go out to find them. They actually leave Gravity Falls. That's going to be really cool. And my last one, never ever going to happen, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the second someone touches Nightmare Before Christmas, like, they're going to be like, oh, we're going to make, like, a sequel or, like, a spiritual sequel or something like that. They're going to be fucking slaughtered by the populace. Like, it's such a classic. That'd be like trying to remake Casablanca.
I don't think it's like that at all.
We'll see.
Casablanca is on that list where they actually took copies of it, put it in that vault to be preserved for future generations. They didn't do that in Nightmare Before Christmas. They should, but they didn't. It's my favorite movie before it got cool and all the emo kids started getting the shirts and shit with Jack's face on it.
It is true. I knew him back then.
Yeah, like since I was a kid, that was my favorite.
Yep. It's a confirmed liked it before it was cool.
Thank you. And I mean, it was such a neat world and a novel idea with all these different holidays, and then had this really big cast, especially for stop motion, where you have to painstakingly make all these figures. There was a lot of characters in it. And the songs were awesome, of course. Well, Danny Elfman. And I just think it'd be really cool to have even a prequel. Find out what Jack used to do, or how he became Pumpkin King after he died. Just something else. You know? It's such a cool world.
Yeah, the Rise to Pumpkin King would definitely be a solid one.
Yeah.
Like,
Disney, if you're watching. Tim Burton, I know you didn't direct the last one, you produced it. But still, you're my man.
yeah, just think the Game of Thrones style political intrigue of getting the scheme title of Pumpkin King.
It'd be cool. I mean, even Oogie Boogie was scared of Jack.
Why?
Why, indeed?
Perhaps they gave him an impossible task, something that no man could possibly do. But Jack is a man of focus.
Jack Wick. Take us home, man.
Alrighty. Well, this has been delightfully brief, thanks to the Thundercats actually being remade. Prophecy.
I never watched the old one. It looks stupid.
So good. Snarf. You have a great day, night, morning, evening.
At Captain_Virgin, at Reverend Schmitty on Twitter.
Yeah.
Get at us.
He's a better host.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Later.